Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Five Aside. It's your boy Chidalo. Today I'm with very familiar figures, Sam, Ope, and Namdi should turn on his camera in due time. How far, guys? Let's say, don't you?
Yeah, man.
No,
Yeah,
wait,
I'm
don't you?
chilling. Every week, Haaland scores is a good week.
Oh, I can hear music in someone's background.
Sorry, it's my background. I go mute on. Now, some
Anyway,
guys read in my area.
oh, sounds like you're having party. But how far? How's your Champions League week? Me, I actually mostly watched games on Tuesday. Wednesday, I watched most of the highlights. I know Sam, being a Chelsea fan, will give us the full rundown on Chelsea's game because I'll be honest, I actually didn't watch it.
Hmm.
At least for Arsenal's perspective, it was a very low key Champions League week.
Mm.
I can't really complain. But yeah, I think the biggest games I kind of want to go through are the Chelsea's 2-2, City's 4-1, and Liverpool's 1-0, as well as Barcelona's 3-3 draw. And
That
Arsenal,
Bayern PSG.
and yeah, Bayern PSG, of course, as well. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with Chelsea.
Mm.
Let's start with Chelsea. Sam, what would you say the biggest issue was with Chelsea in that game, if there was an issue?
I don't think it was like an issue like with that game. I think the game was. I think it was a disappointing result because it was a draw. Right, we expected to win at we at in Baku, but I think that this is just going to be the staple of Chelsea, like in the now all the way to probably either the end of season, towards the end of season where things will be like more stabilized, because the Chelsea fans right now are in like they're just split, right? Some people their opinions split from week to week. So when we win, yeah, Maresca in, this is the manager, this is the gaffer, blah 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 blah. When Chelsea draw or lose, then oh he's bad, he got it wrong. Like it's a lot of like results based analysis when it comes to Chelsea currently. But the problem is just very obvious. Like the problems are very obvious. The squad is a young squad, and the only thing that is consistent with young squads is inconsistency. Like they win this big game today, they play a small team, then they draw or magically last minute 90th minute loss from nowhere. So it just happens. Now the people that are blaming the coach that the coach got the tactics wrong, I don't honestly agree with that at all. I think the coach got the tactics 100% right. Right? Maybe not 100%, but at least 90% right. We played over the weekend. We've played in the club. The coach had to rotate the team. He just has to rotate the team. There's not you are going 5,000. I mean, it's
2,000 plus.
yeah, it was 2,500 miles to from London to Baku, right? They 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 will play there, then come back and then prep for the weekend game. You already have your exertions with Club World Cup, and you can see it with PSG as well. Their players are falling like flies, just like Chelsea. Like it's like we're going band for band with injuries with PSG, which it was expected, right? It was expected because nobody has up until that time nobody had played that late in club football. Nobody had played that late and then resumed the season that early. It had never been done before, except for this season, because of course the Club World Cup is a new tournament. So there had never been club football played that late, and the season started that early ever. And so we're seeing the effects of that with Chelsea and PSG. So the coach needed to rotate. He just had to rotate. There was no way Caicedo will play 90 here against Tottenham and then go and play 90 in Baku. But he did play that game, and Enzo Fernandez had to play that game too. But the coach had to rotate. You earlier in the season, he asked for a centre back. The hierarchy pushed back and told him to find solutions within the squad, right? You gave him a replacement left back for Cucurella, which is Ahato, but he also plays left centre back for Ajax too, so he can debutize there. So he played him, and every centre back that we've played this season has had their own share of like mistakes. He was the last person left, right? Chaloba has done his mistakes. Achimpong has done his mistakes. Tosi, God knows, has done his mistakes. Fofana hasn't really done his mistakes per se, but he's barely available because fitness. He played 90 minutes against Tottenham. He was even pulling up at the end of the game, but we had used all our subs, so he had to finish the game. There's no way he was going to play this game, right? Chaluba played 90. There was no way he was going to play this game, right? So it's Tosin and either Achimpong or Hato, right? Hato has played Champions League and he had not made any mistake until this game. God willing, a 19-year-old centre back, he made the mistakes that cost the two goals. Right? God, like as God would have it, it was him that made the direct errors that caused the goals. Not to say that Tosin was good either. He too, he was also making mistakes, but his own didn't lead to goals. So it had to happen. In the third minute of the game, Lavia pulled up and just got injured. And God knows when we'll see him again. So Caicedo, who wasn't even supposed to play, had to come on and play that game at whatever pace he could play so that he can still play again when we get back and play over the weekend. So it's just going to be that's just going to be the story of Chelsea season until late in the season. It happened with Colwell last season too, where he was making mistakes early in the season. But as with defenders, they need time, they need game time, they need more experience. And towards the end of the season, Colwell was our best defender because after repetition, he locked in. So that is just going to be growing pains with Chelsea. I think Chelsea can beat Arsenal and Barca in the same week and lose the remaining games. I think they can also lose those two games and then win all the games all through December. That's just how inconsistent they are, and I just think it's the nature of the beast with this current team, and that's just going to have to happen
So so
until
I
late.
think
so
Chelsea can beat us now.
I think Chelsea can beat Arsenal. I think Chelsea can beat Barcelona.
I
I,
think
I
Chelsea
You
can
have
beat Barcelona.
But
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
Chelsea
I
can
don't
beat
think
us
any
now.
of the win. I don't think any of the wins would. I mean, it's an opinion, right? But I don't think any of the wins will matter too because they will drop points. It
Yeah, but
won't change the
still.
grand scheme of things. Whatever they do, even if they lose to Barca and Arsenal, they can win points there. But I think it will just be the inconsistencies will show. That's
my
my
brain
own.
tells me that Chelsea can't beat Arsenal, but Chelsea can beat anybody based on what we've seen over our years
So
of
is Arsenal not anybody?
exactly.
Arsenal is
Nah,
somebody, but not anybody.
I don't think Chelsea. I mean, Arsenal defense is too unlocked. I don't think Chelsea
It doesn't
can.
matter.
I
Now
don't
But
think they have
the
it.
defense on lock is not going to be through the whole season now.
Chelsea has won
I
a
think
So
has,
it should be through the whole season, man.
Chelsea has
Like,
they won't
won
concede to the whole season.
no, I'm not saying they won't concede. They will concede. But
So
man, to
okay. So if you don't
concede
think
go hard.
you
I
don't
don't want
you
to change the conversation. So you're saying
okay,
that
go ahead, go ahead.
the biggest issue with Chelsea, the constant issue would be throughout the season would be the inexperience,
Inconsistency.
inexperience of the squad and the club World Cup that will keep
No, I think it's inexperience and depth. I think that's what he's saying, Abi.
In experience,
the club
I
World
think
Cup.
the depth is fine, but like the inconsistencies within the squad would be like inexperience and fatigue, which also leads to injuries as well. So their performance is always going to
I
just
mean, fatigue to me seems like a depth issue now, does it not?
Chelsea has like how
but
many players
It's
though?
not about okay. It's not just about
yeah.
depth, but
The
like
problem is that
quality depth. Do you feel comfortable making replacements to those first team players? Like now, let's say
so
Caicedo injure. Are you confident in Lavia?
so let me explain right what I mean by that right. The squad right signed players for depth right,
Mm,
but those players too got injured. The
mm.
replacement for Caicedo is not even actually Lavia. It's um, Dario Esugo, who is still recovering from an injury that he had beginning of season. Had surgery at the beginning of season. So Dario Esugo is out, right?
Wait, so how he injure?
He was training. I got injured.
But injured player or something. They
No,
happen.
they didn't buy him injured. He played preseason, but he got injured. He played. He even played the Club World Cup. He played the
So
Club
your
World Cup.
training too intense? Is that what it is?
No, it's not. So Maresca is doing is like I said, we've never had in club football a teams play that late into the season.
Yeah, but all these guys are
And
injured. Did they even play in the club World Cup anyway?
yes, they did.
The Sugo guy,
Esugo played in the Club World Cup.
how many
Lavia
games?
played in the Club World Cup. Cole played in the Club World Cup.
Also, I know you're right in terms of club football, but I know I read something about
Okay, don't use Chelsea. Use PSG.
No, I was going to get to that actually because I know I read somewhere. I know maybe not club football, but acting like people did, these high level players didn't play games during that summer. That's not true. We've had the
How many
competitive.
teams got as far
We've
as
had the
Chelsea and
confed.
PSG?
I get what you're saying, but it's not. I'm
If you
saying
don't, no,
play.
no, no, no. If you get what I'm saying, then you won't
Yeah,
use other clubs. You only use Chelsea and PSG.
not. Listen,
No, I
I'm
mean
saying.
that's just one more game now.
I'm
No,
just
but it's
saying.
If
not
you
just one more game. You have
No,
to train
okay,
and
I
prep
mean you
for
go
let
to
me
football.
my point.
fair.
I'm saying high level football. Like it's not that this playing around that time of the year. High level football is not a new thing. They've done that with Confed Cup before. I think just a games difference or so. So
Confed
this
Cup.
Confederations Cup that is scrapped for other
Or even World
tournaments.
Cup.
Around that time of the year, they've these players, maybe not club football, have played professional level football, high level football, whether it's Confed Cup or last year's the other year's Euros or whatever. But playing football at that time is not new. Even though FIFA and this trying to make it seem like a huge thing, that was actually a new thing. Maybe not club.
See, is the intensity of the type of football you're playing also.
I mean,
Because before I get it, they still used to play, but a lot of times those games were still technically preseason games. So there
con-
was a
the
lot
Euro,
of with what?
the Euros is not preseason. They were,
Yeah,
Not
Confederations
bro.
Euro.
Confederations Cup.
yeah, that was
FIFA
played around the same
Confederations
time.
Cup is the precursor to the World Cup.
Yeah,
It's always played a year before. It's never as it doesn't even have as many teams. Why are you using that
no,
as an
we
excuse?
had as many games if you went far. I think
It
like
doesn't have as many teams.
games. It doesn't
The
matter what I'm
Confed
saying.
Cup is played. The Confed. Hold on. Oh, I don't get what your point is. You are trying. I think you are trying to downplay something that has not happened before, and I don't think that makes any sense.
Okay, as many
Your
teams
your
that
excuse
played
your
as many
your
games.
excuse should be your if Chelsea, right? There are two things, right? There's nuance to everything. Chelsea plays in the Premier League, right? They're the only Premier League team to go that far. And you downplay the game. The game is only 90 minutes. The prep
Hmm.
to the game, everybody knows how much training and prep to like what you see on a Saturday, Sunday is just the result of the week's intensity and work. That 45, 90 minutes is not where the strain is the you wake up, you are practicing, you are doing drills, you are doing 2 sessions a day, you are resting, you are doing cryogenic chamber, you are doing sessions again right before you now play the high level football that's only for 90 minutes. So when you say it's just one more game, no, it's not just one more game. That means you have at least a week of extra minimum 4 sessions of training before the actual game. So don't just say it's just a game. It's not. And you've not seen
I'm not
you've
even
not
saying
seen high level club football reach that far before. So
yes, not high level club football, but high level.
if hold on. If you've never seen it before, why are you trying to make an excuse? If it's
I
never
mean
happened,
national is different from club. I can see like
so
because the
what are you
players are
picking?
play for different
If it has
clubs,
never happened,
it's
what
not
are
as
you trying to pick up as
concentrated.
the excuse? Nobody has nobody has as intense injuries as PSG and Chelsea this season. Nobody does. So why are you trying to make an
We
excuse
have
for
to
it?
look at those numbers. Though.
Because
Doesn't sports have a lot
the,
of
I mean
the,
they got to
replacement
confederation, not
for
confederation, but conference. They won conference league too. So I mean yeah,
yeah, like Chelsea
I
played
can see
over
a
how
lot of
many
games.
games? They
Yeah,
played. Opama is out, and he has only played 2 or 3 league games this season. Right, that's our best player. Right, the lap just came back from surgery. Right,
yeah.
Esugo is
The
still
lab
on
got
surgery.
injured during Club World Cup. Yeah.
Delap played not he didn't get injured during Cup World Cup, but he got injured during the West Ham game, right? First or second game of the season, right?
Oh,
And this is going to be a team with Chelsea. This is not our last
should get
injury.
injured. Blah, blah, blah.
People are still going to get injured again. So when the club now signs depth, right, to replace them, I'm trying to answer now this question because I still remember it. When the club now signs players, right, for depth, and those depth players, some of them are not available. The ones that are, right, they need to gel and play games to get like more consistent. So it's not going to click now. I think it's going to click later in the season. That's how Pep used to do it. Even let's remove Club World Cup from it, right? Because I feel like that's the bone of your contention. Earlier, I don't know if you play FPL, you know when they talk about Pep roulette, right? When you expect Pep to give you, okay, Foden, these guys, then the guy say, no, I'm putting somebody else. And you're just like, why are you doing this to me? Right? Pep always does that, right? And it seems stupid, and he drops points a bit, right? Like he
In
drop
yeah, in
maybe
the first half of
odd
the season.
loss. Yeah, the first half of the season, the odd loss, right? He's trying to figure out what sticks. Then the later part of the season, he finds out that he can invert John Stones from centre back to midfield. Then they now go on a run. Not saying that's what Chelsea are going to do, two different situations, but ultimately rotating your depth because you know you are going to play multiple tournaments, right? Is kind of how it's supposed to go. You play them, you lose some points here, you drop some points here, but ultimately, towards the end of the season, your starters have the quality and they know your playbook, so they'll perform. But then your subs, your replacements will now catch up to the speed of the rest of the team, and then you now have a bigger squad that can like function. So if somebody is injured, you just plug and play. That's the idea here. So that's why I think the inconsistencies are. So I think that's why, and again, you're also stuck on the Chelsea beating Arsenal or this thing. I think Chelsea can beat Arsenal. I wouldn't be a fan if I don't think so. Right? It's not they've not beaten us since 2022 at Stamford Bridge. I think Chelsea can beat Arsenal, or at the very least, Arsenal will drop points at Chelsea. That's what I believe, and you're
I
free
do
to
that.
not agree.
I can agree to that one.
You can feel free to disagree with me. That's what the pod is for. But I don't even think it will benefit us because we can beat Arsenal and Barca the same week, and we will lose those 6 points back. We go lose that season. Or we can lose to Arsenal and Barca the same week and then go on a run and beat like 5 people or 7 people straight. That's how the point of that statement is to show the inconsistency. So I'll drop it there.
I mean, fair
Anyway,
point. I don't think you can beat Arsenal now, Sha,
I
because
don't
you
really
cannot
care about
score.
us as long as we
Okay.
don't lose to Chelsea. I hope we beat. I hope we
That's
beat.
why we are fans now.
I hope we beat Chelsea. I think Arsenal should beat Chelsea, but of course Chelsea can. Yeah, very talented squad. But whether
But
they
I know
will,
we will.
Esteban is doing well.
Yeah, for that game, honestly, I was excited to see the lineup like Esteval starting, even though that seems like a rotation thing. But Esteval, nah, that guy brings me joy in Chelsea, man.
did he
That
start the
guy
game?
is,
Yeah, he
yeah, I think he
started.
started again.
He started
Yeah,
the
he
first goal
started.
now.
Pedro Neto is injured.
Because I think I was a bit puzzled
He's
last
injured.
Premier
Pedro
League game.
Neto is injured. That's why he didn't play.
Wow,
Who
Who?
scored your first
Chelsea
goal?
is good for it though.
Was it not
Huh?
Esteban? Who scored your first goal? Was it
Yeah,
not
it was
Esteban?
Esteban and Garnacho.
I
So
know now.
Pedro
I see
Neto,
Garnacho. Nah, I mean, I'm
But
happy you guys
Pedro
took him off our
Neto,
Wait,
books,
Pedro
man.
wait,
Neto
wait,
might
wait,
be back
wait.
for the next game or the upper game. It's not a
What?
long term injury.
But
mm.
guys, it was still Karabakh, bro. That's a disappointing result.
Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna say. It was still Carabao, man, because
The way they countered
That's
you
fair. That's
guys,
fair.
I'm like, man, your defense is ass, bro. Like
that's
I agree. I
because
the
100%
honestly,
positioning, bro, that shit was crazy.
I 100% agree. I don't even think
compared
it
to
was even positioning. The ball, they just played it. The defender is in front of the ball, right? And they just skiddy him off the ball. Like he was there and they just shift, drop ball. Like I'm like, guy, you were in front of the ball. There was another time Tosin had the ball. He now tried to dribble back. The guy just collect the ball, just the go. I was like, guy,
Yeah.
what's the meaning of this,
Yeah, and
man?
Barca
Like
have the same issue. That your defense, man. God.
somebody said that Chelsea Barca game
So,
is ending
so,
10-10.
so
Bro,
I
I
don't
can
think
see
I
it.
don't think Chelsea's problem defensively is same as Barcelona's problem defensively.
Why?
Barcelona's
Why
problem
do you not think
defensively
that?
is so obvious and it's a bit
Chelsea's
sterile.
defensive problem, I feel like is very obvious, man.
No,
so
Chelsea's
let's wait
problem
to back that
maybe
I
bad
think Chelsea
bad
defensive problem is individual errors. As Barca
exactly
own is
individual errors.
systemic.
Barca's system is just is it makes no sense sometimes when you see them play.
system is the fact that they have Chesney as the keeper, bro. Because I don't understand that till now. I mean, I'm not saying he's a terrible keeper.
Coordination on the line. They keep. I've never seen a team get caught like that consistently.
All the
Consistently.
time.
I want to
One
I
on one
want
with the keeper every time. That's not
I want
normal.
to I want to temper that with something though.
What?
Okay, we have to be like very honest, right? You've never seen a team that plays that kind of high line, that this thing.
Okay, Ange. I've seen Ange.
Yeah, okay. No, that's not even where I was going. I just say, but it worked last season, Sha.
It worked, but
So,
I don't know if
so,
it's brilliant.
so, so, if it worked last season, is it now all of a sudden stupid? I don't think so.
Okay,
I
I thought
think
it was
Yeah,
good last
I
fair.
don't
season.
know who said Chesney, right? But Chesney, Inigo Martinez, and like just personnel and lack thereof, I think that's the problem. Like,
Okay, but
how did it work? How did it work last season and it's not working this season now? Like, people
because
have figured
Maybe
it
maybe
out.
they've been figured out now. It's possible.
They've been figured out to an extent, right? But I think it's also personnel
Yeah,
because the
United
people that were
let me
good at keeping that offside
me,
line.
the personnel that me I'm going for, sorry, the personnel that me I'm going for is Chesney because I can't believe, like, I like Barcelona, right? And I've seen Chesney keep for Arsenal before. And honestly, I didn't fuck with the guy.
Bro,
Like,
that's a long
so,
time ago,
But I
bro.
think Chesney redeemed himself
Chelsea
so
now.
has
I
definitely
He
improved
became
since
a
didn't,
then.
serious keeper in Juve.
bro,
this.
he
He
has
became a
improved.
serious keeper in Juve.
I've seen
He
Chesney save.
literally passed the ball to them.
He does leave that one mistake, but I've seen him save their ass countless times. There are
Yeah, no,
many
but I
games
think
he goes.
Chesney.
Yeah,
I think that Chesney became a serious keeper in Juve.
He became a serious keeper, and I get your point that you're saying he saves them, considering the number of chances they get right. But to me, when I see a one-on-one keeper, Chesney is not the person I'll be scared of. I see him concede a lot of like crazy goals. Because first off, I think his own technique of saving is just to choose his way and dive, which is fair. That's what keepers have to do. You anticipate and you dive. But sometimes your positioning, the way you react to the ball, the way you keep your stance, it deflects the striker
Are we
from knowing
talking
where
of
to
those
shoot.
times that I used to
they
play in the
don't have a
PhD?
world-class keeper, but they have a capable keeper. I don't think keeper is just the problem, bro. It's definitely
Let
their
me let me
defense and the way they are set up.
last
A huge
season.
part because you will
About
see teams like Real Madrid, their defense is not that good, but
he's not
Courtois will come and pull something off.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because
Even
they have
PSG,
a great ass keeper,
even
bro.
PSG in the days of Donnarumma, when Donnarumma was there, that's why when they sold Donnarumma, I was like, this is crazy, but I'll see how it plays out. Because PSG too, they will concede a lot of chances, and you see Donnarumma making these
They
saves
don't want to
that
pay him
it might.
now.
Yeah, it might not seem like like he's a great save, or even though in the moment you'll be like, oh, that's what a keeper is supposed to make. But almost if he's another keeper and they use that chance, if Arsenal should go and knock you now and Donnarumma is saving, if they say they score you 1 or 2 goals, game don't finish with that.
Yeah,
So
you're not
it's
coming
like
back in.
those keepers they play a key role. And in my Chesney, I don't see him as a ball player. I don't see him as a great shot stopper. So it's like, why is that your first choice?
I don't deny the importance of Chesney and having a world class keeper, but
To be
there are
fair,
not there
that
are
was
not
not the
many
keeper they wanted to start with, though.
Donnarummas and Courtois
To
in the
be to
world.
be fair, they were starting with that other guy now. Is it
The
Waka?
Joao Garcia, abi.
Yeah,
Last
to
season
be
their
fair,
keeper
that was not what they wanted to start
was
with.
not even better than Chesney, the keeper they had last season. But to me, it felt last season they also had a problem. And that's why no serious point even had them winning the Champions League.
This year or last year?
Last year, the amount of chances they concede per game
Yeah, it's
was
crazy.
insane. That Inter Milan game said, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
The
so
Bayern Munich game last season, Harry Kane had so many chances to score.
But is it not the same? Is it not the same
But
trade-off though? They also create a
he-
lot.
they
That's the
create, but
trade-off of it now.
till you meet a very good defense, I won't let you create that
nah, I don't
much.
think.
Or
Yeah, I don't think it's just personnel in that case, man. Like
they,
it's
they
like,
concede so many times. It's not different this season. It's not different, just
yeah,
that they're not scoring. They're just not scoring more. So maybe who they're missing is actually in attack, not defense.
Right? I feel
Yeah.
as though, like, I feel as though that system, right, is a high risk, high reward system.
Yes.
And from what I've seen from it, the reward outweighs the risk. That risk, right? The reward from that football has the flick, a treble. That the, the reward from that team has won him Copa del Rey, La Liga, and whether na Super Cup or whatever this thing.
yeah. But can you
And the
repeat,
Champions
bro?
League
It was just
semi-final.
one season, bro. I feel like teams are too confident now. Like it's
That
different when
reward,
like, bro. I
I
think you
think
can
the
pull it
reward
off once.
outweighs.
I don't think you can pull it off again with the same personnel. Maybe if you change
I don't think
personnel,
you can. I agree. I agree. I don't
he
think you can put
needs
it up with
his
the same
attack
personnel.
is not working the same way it worked last season. The
even if
defense is
he's
still as bad as last season,
even if he's
but
working
the
the
attack
same way, even if he's working the same way,
But
bro,
they have injuries too now. They
you
have
can.
injuries.
When a team is confident to press you is a problem. Like, look at us now. Teams are rarely confident to be like, oh, let me press their head. If you know you can press a team, even if you concede, you will still go and say, Akashi. press their head and do what you want to do.
See, where I agree with Sam is that high risk, high reward thing. But this season, the biggest difference is that okay, maybe because Rafinha and Lewandowski have been injured, the attack is not scoring. He's not
I
doing
mean,
anything.
Lewa is
But
leaving the team this season now.
where I kind of disagree is Ope was talking about the keeper. Their defense is just as bad as it was last season. They are
Yeah, I think it's
conceding the
just the
same
same.
amount.
It's just the same.
The same problem, but they are not scoring. That's why I don't even think it's sustainable.
I agree with. I think we're all saying the same thing,
Yeah.
right? But in different formats. But I think, why do we create systems? Why do we play the sport? Why are we here? We are using Arsenal as the example of a good system that has not yielded any fruit yet.
This
Right?
guy was throwing
Why
shade.
are we using that? Whereas this guy has come in one season, right?
But I would say
He has
you
won
can
the
do. Look
Premier.
at this guy. What's
Yeah,
his name?
This is
It's one
if we think
season.
about
this
it,
is
right? If we think
results-based
about it, right?
analysis.
If we think about it, right?
Results-based analysis.
No, it's not result. It's not results based. Okay, it's results based analysis, right? But I feel as though, like, you create systems, right? You build teams, you buy players. Like, we do all these long term things, right? To create a system that works and wins. And this guy short circuits it so fast. There are so many theoretical managers like Bielsa, one of the fathers, the most tactical minds ever known, like the godfather of Pep and everybody, right? And all these systems come out and they never win anything, right? And this guy comes and short circuits it. We are not going to have a very good defense, but we will have an okay-ish defense. But we are going to have a very, very frightening attack. And we are going to use it, and we are going to mess teams up. I think that I'm more, and I guess this is just how theory, like how we see football. Me, I'm more of like the fleeting time and what you do with that time than the sustainable thing. So I'll always rate Kaka, that had one Ballon d'Or, over Ryan
You're
Giggs.
a real Chelsea fan.
No,
Short-term
I
success.
mean,
no,
so
no.
that was that's a
I'm not.
Chelsea thing
It's
to
not
do, man.
short-term success. Chelsea have been successful all my life, so it's not short-term success.
No, no,
But
but
I'll rather
fair.
I'll rate Kaka with one Ballon d'Or, right, over
Eh,
Ryan Giggs, who was a world-class player, or at least a very good player, for 50 years of his life. But he never was the best. He never was the cream of the crop. Right? He was very good. Maybe there was even a time he was best at Man U, but he was just never top three best players in the world. He just never was. But
Yeah, fair.
Kaka, in that fleeting moment, in that 1 month or two or that 6 month span, you are looking at the undisputed best footballer on the planet right now. So I guess that's why my thing, right? Why I'm very hesitant to blast Flick, because for all these years, right, Ateta is building, 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 and he might damn well win a treble, right? He probably won't, in my opinion, but he might, right? And he has spent this amount. But Hansi Flick has short circuited that system and just gotten that quick. What people play go years. Like, your manager is thinking, 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 thinking. Your director has gone, talk to one person, talk to him, papa, talk to him, mama, he come the club, all those many, many things, and he short circuits it so quick.
So would you be
I'm
a
just
Leicester
very
fan or an
hesitant
Arsenal
to
fan?
blast him. Eh?
Would you be a Leicester fan or an
What is,
Arsenal fan?
would I be a Leicester fan or an Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
I feel like you're asking me if I would rather be, I'll sell crack, be a drug dealer, or I'll be a male prostitute and I'll be sucking prick. And the Leicester is the drug dealer. I'd rather be a drug dealer.
Wow. No worry, you be Chelsea fan, so it's okay.
I know. But you get where I'm coming from, though. Like, you get where
See,
I'm coming from.
I understand what you mean that like in terms of okay at you see what this social person A did at his very peak as opposed to person B who's been consistent and maybe not to the level of person A
And they
over
are
a
both
long
needed
term.
in teams, oh. They are both needed in a
Yeah.
world class team. I'm not saying, but I just tend to see, like, it's not how
And
far, it's how long.
I honestly believe that Barca was an incredible attacking team, and yeah, maybe, but then again, La Liga this season I know last. I feel like they did not face strong enough competition to be honest. I think that's why they could pull off whatever they did.
And of course, they can't do that shit in Premier
I
League
don't
now. They're not born them.
think he does that in Premier League with that same kind of defense. To be honest, That also shows why he did not win La Liga. So he did not win Champions League. I think I think if they I was really, 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 really hoping they actually met PSG last season Champions League.
I actually wasn't.
I
After
was
Man
hoping.
U, I hate Barca the most.
I wanted to see that
Ah, why you hate
team.
us? What did we do you? We've been trash since.
That's
No,
now,
I,
now.
I like Barcelona. I'm actually a La Liga Barcelona fan, but
Me, I'm a
still
Lamine fan, man.
their club Brugge performance was pretty. It was exciting. I see. I always enjoy their games. I
Yeah, of
always enjoy their
course.
games.
Yeah.
That's the football I love. I love attacking football. I love like flair. You know, am I as an Arsenal fan? I just want to win trophy now. It concern the club,
Yeah, that
but
I was about to
I
say. Because,
not watching.
what's it
I,
called? Arteta and a mixture of Pep and Mourinho.
I don't
The
know
only
about this
thing
thing.
left is
Whatever.
trophy.
Yeah, let's leave Arsenal for now. But for the Barcelona match, dude, who watched it? I saw Yamal's goal. No, that was brilliant. Brilliant goal. Especially what I love about him most though is that Firmin's pass. He assist.
Say it's Club Brugge though. Like, what's it like? They not supposed to dribble them before.
this Yamal later.
I mean,
Okay, okay. Let me tell you, man. I was where you were last season, man. Actually, I don't dey hate on Yamal since Euros. I don't dey
how
sleep
you
on
going to
that boy.
Yamal? Nah, he's good,
But
man.
I packed my hate. I packed my hate, and I just said, you know what? I will just be patient. When I watched that Inter Milan series actually made me shut up on Yamal.
Yamal is the goat. Like, he is cold. He's
Though
a
I would say
dribbler.
he's a
All
good.
right. So that's what I'm saying. If he's a dribbler, now Club Brugge, why would they celebrate that with the toxic magical? What are we saying here, bro?
During that Courtois match, the Courtois game, I was like, oh my gosh, Courtois, this guy say, isn't the keeper not supposed to save? I'm like, wait, so if Haaland score, we'll praise Haaland. If keeper is saving, we'll say, is that not his job?
No,
No, it's
now
not. You didn't say it like that. You said Courtois is saving Madrid, and I'm like,
Then,
this is
I mean,
job.
he
wait till
This is
they
was.
his
pay
job.
him for.
So if
but
Mbappe they score, is he saving Madrid too?
yes, now it's his job, but it's his job too to score. He's not a striker.
Nah,
When I'm saying Haaland is saving Man
Courtois is
City,
crazy, man.
when I'm saying Haaland is saving Man City, it's Haaland not saving Man City. He's saving Man City, but it's his job to score.
Well, I guess we
Okay,
can
now
we,
Lamine
we
himself they
can we
doing
can see
job.
it differently.
He's doing great.
I
You know,
mean, is it
Because
really?
because I mean the goal was beautiful, Sha. You know, he dribbled them. He dribbled them as usual. And like, I would even say honestly, the assist from Femi laying off that ball was actually even crazier in my
yeah,
opinion. Because it seemed like they were on sync. Like he was all dribbling and all of a sudden the ball appeared in Lamine's belly and I was like, oh. But yeah, good
Why
game
was that
Barca.
Fleming guy?
Honestly, I think Club Brugge would have won. There was a penalty in that game that they disallowed that was wishy washy small. And the way I'm looking at
Mm.
that thing, if they actually give them that penalty, because it was in 9 minutes, and I think they might have cancelled one of their goals also on one like something offside. Cool,
VAR,
Sha.
yeah, VAR, yeah.
But like the fact that Club Brugge is going band for band with you, I mean, it might just be it might be the way Barcelona is
I
playing, but
say,
like I don't think that is
their defense is
sustainable.
so ass, bro. Like, it's so crazy. I would say, like, I think they had a whole year of watching them play, and now it's like, rah, who the fuck are you guys? Like, you can't pull this shit off
because
again.
I think people figured out like it's not really about the striker trying to break down the line. Just late runs.
No, I think people
Keep
figured out
pace.
that the first pass is not the pass. You shouldn't
Yeah.
be trying to break. So the thing is that people don't break the offside trap with the first pass. That's not what they are here for. So the striker can be offside. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter. But
Doesn't
when the
matter.
ball goes to the guy on the wing, by the time
You
the line is moving back, then the
yeah.
striker is now onside. And I think the first person, as much as it pains me to give him, first person, it wasn't the first person. Somebody else probably did in La Liga, right? But the first person that we watched on the big screen to do that thing is Harry Kane. Harry Kane hacked that thing very, very early. Backer line will be high, he will go offside because he knows
Yeah,
that you are not stupid to give him the pass now. So they will knock the ball around now to not go wide. By the time the line is coming back to track Harry Kane, all of us were not offside. We're not onside. As the first person that I saw it, I was like, this guy don't hack this thing. That's why
Yeah,
Mbappe,
Hurricane is
as a
very
black
has
man,
very
you want
high
to,
IQ.
you want to use your brain. Use your brain. I want you to use your brain.
No,
That's why I was
Hurricane's
betting him
IQ
last
is
season.
crazy, man.
Use your head. Head. Why is a white man out thinking you?
I saw a lot of like La Liga small La Liga teams, bottom feeders do that to them. Like especially using midfielders to make the runs as well.
Yeah, the late run is always the hack. Never. I think a lot of teams, and Madrid last season were doing it a lot. You just want to give him the first pass. No,
Yeah,
no.
because he's him that they are focusing on to keep offside.
Yeah, and he will do it 5 times. VAR will catch you 5 times. It's not like back in the day where one of the times the linesman will get it wrong, right? Human error. He will do it 11 times. All 11 are offside. You are just wasting your time. So,
Yeah.
but I
But
think teams have figured it out.
this club reached drawing with Barcelona and Karabakh drawing with Chelsea. I wonder if this format. I mean, with this format, I just feel like all the big teams will make it through. But I guess what makes it what throws the curveball with it is that like now Chelsea now has to win harder games because losing to a small team like Karabakh, that's like the small team you're getting. But then the other team you now have to play Barcelona and Bayern. I guess that makes it trickier because with the way it is, I don't see how it's difficult. Maybe
Nah, Chelsea Barca
losing,
something can happen.
but dropping
Chelsea Bayern though,
dropping
I
points
don't
to
know.
small teams. Yeah,
Chelsea Bayern has happened already now.
dropping points to small teams is where you can now enter in trouble as a big team like Chelsea.
I don't know what trouble you are referring to.
Like in
Is
terms of
it that
qualifying,
Chelsea making top eight or making the next stage?
top
Because
eight.
I think we are getting there either ways. Anyhow you want to
Yeah,
slice it. Chelsea will
I
still
It's
be
think so
not
too. I think
like
so.
it's top 16 that goes through now. Or how
no.
Yeah,
many?
So
But
but
top eight gets like the home advantage P,
yeah,
right?
and
but
they
Mm,
don't get it as much as
for the day.
Yeah, they'll
So
get
I
through.
think most
So
teams will make it through now. Most top teams
yeah,
will still
but
make
unless
it
we
through.
yeah, I feel
magically
like
if we lose to Barca,
all prem teams should make it.
I think I'm talking about the top eight because you have to play an extra game, right? If you don't make the top eight,
yeah,
don't
you
you?
make you play an extra game if you don't make
Exactly.
the
So
top eight.
for a team like Chelsea,
So
that's
now that top eight, now if we're talking about top eight, now Chelsea's top eight chances are in jeopardy because we're now 33% to qualify
that's
for
what I'm
top eight.
saying. So you have to play an extra game, and then like I said earlier, I think it would beat it to qualify anyway. But it's now the wahala now is that like in order to make the top eight, you have to win your difficult games that are coming up, like Bayern, this thing, and the rest.
To be fair, if you want to use some copium some copium medication, PSG did not did not make top eight. If you want to smoke blue canna, smoking on that blue, that Chelsea blue, PSG
Stranger
will go
things have
sponsor you
happened.
and do it.
Stranger things have happened. So as long as Chelsea is concerned, I cannot write anything off. To be honest,
You can if you
Yeah,
want. You
fair.
go see him again. You can if you want, but you go see him. History has showed you. You go see him again.
I don't
anyway,
think
but
so,
Man
man.
City, it's like Foden. They use Champions League, take enjoy
This is where
life.
we defer to Nandi now. Man City correspondent,
Exactly.
Manchester
Our
correspondent.
Manchester correspondent.
I
See,
mean,
is Foden the go-to for Champions League
is it the what?
because he seems to wake up the go-to man for Champions League.
No, I
Like he's
don't think
enjoying
so.
himself in this competition.
I mean, she's good. All this one is just we know they play our mates. The only person
Now
that I
Dortmund,
can just one our mates. Calm down now. Don't be disrespectful. See that Champions League for this thing for our trophy cabinet.
Match
Yeah,
of the hour.
so
Dortmund and Man U made to, but they even feel senior Man U.
eh,
But
that's fine. But for City, either way, Man U, Man City, we get Champions League for trophy cabinet. So as they talk about Champions League trophy, calm down. Just mute yourself. Because now how Arsenal they do for Champions League. Your cabinet now mute.
Hey.
that was the favorite jam.
I'm not sure how
They, if you like their
this
favorite, that's
conversation.
your
I don't know
business.
how Arsenal got.
Because if they
Arsenal is
talk when I
currently
they
favorites to
talk
win the champ.
Man City, you not
You
their
know what I'm
favorites every
saying?
year. Calm down about that one. That one not nothing do. Trophy
Nah,
when I
this
never win.
is actually
Okay,
the
break the
first year
course.
that Arsenal actually Champions League. So
Anyway, though, Namdi, so what do you think about the game? Do you think City is a force to be reckoned with, or you just
For
because they're
sure.
not your
I mean,
mates?
definitely. I think people are sleeping on City just because of how last season went. Even though crazy enough, they came third. It's just like okay, there was a bad run. Pep was killing himself. That's how you know that guy is a madman. And but I feel like things are coming in, gelling in small, small. I think it's still in a way relatively some parts are new here and there, pieces are new, but I'll still say it's still a solid core. Um, you have arguably top three best strikers in the world. You have arguably top goalkeeper in the world. Um, that's a pretty hard team to beat. Foden here is enjoying
Arguably
himself.
best
The only
goalie in
thing,
the world.
yeah, fair, but he's been having injuries, so that one is I don't know if you can really rely on him for the whole season. Um,
Mhm.
but I'll say like for the rest of it, the team is still good. Turkey really seems to be doing well with the team. There was a rotation, but he came in, he still scored. I think Foden is stepping up. But I don't know how much he's stepping up. To me, I still feel like there's a little weakness in him. I think mentally, I don't think he's really that nigga yet, for real. I think De Bruyne definitely left a huge space in the team, and he's trying to be that guy. I think Haaland has taken up the mantle, but Haaland can only take up the mantle in the only way he can, which is by scoring consistently. As far as creativity and leading the midfield, that's not Haaland's job. Technically, it should be Foden. Foden is supposed to take over from De Bruyne. So, I mean, he's good. I feel like I need to see him lead for a whole season, not this is on and off performances where he'll do well in one game, and that game he can be completely ghost. Like, he needs to really make it his own. Uh, Cherky might even really end up taking
I think
taking his chain from him. Yeah.
City at this point, with the level of squad depth that they have and the new creative guys that they brought in, like Sherky,
Mm,
even Reinders, so I'll say he's a little
yeah,
bit on the
Reinders
creative
for
side, on
sure.
the attacking side. I would say those guys. Foden necessarily doesn't even have to step up. If anything, like you said, I think it's Sherky that is actually going to or looking to fill in that mantle of like being that top creative number 10. And then,
Hmm.
Foden still likes to shoot. I don't really even see Foden as a creator. I see him more as I don't know, shadow
Mm,
striker type archetype.
yeah, fair.
So um so yeah, I think Sherky is nice to see Sherky finally like, gelling with the team. It seems like he went through like a very difficult session of like training because they showed the guy's weight change. I was like, "Ah, hopefully this guy is going to ball." Because he was even the one that has the most promise for him and Reinders at least. Is the two of them that I was scared of. And Reinders hit it off, but it seems like he has kind of cooled off. Maybe it's due to rotations and all these things. But apart from even I just feel Man City, they a lot of their players are starting to like get that opportunity to express themselves, even the likes of Doku. Because bro, I be seeing Doku receive the
Yeah.
ball in midfield now. Turn, and
Hmm.
I'm like, I thought Doku was just a typical touchline winger, but it's like a lot of their players are starting to evolve. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
City
still
is still definitely I still see them as a top threat, even though all the time that they're shouting
we should
Arsenal,
put more
Arsenal.
pressure on them. I think we should put more
Uh
pressure on them. I
yeah,
feel like they're playing well
I see Arsenal
this
for
under
Prem.
the
I don't
radar.
really see Arsenal for
it's
champs.
scary.
Like I see Arsenal for Premier League, but I don't know. I don't really get them for. I don't really feel them like that
Yo,
for
wait,
Champions League.
pull up. Let's be City. Leave us now.
No, now you
Ah.
City and
Okay.
Arsenal like for winning. I generally feel like I don't know. Arsenal doesn't give me a
Wait, question. So
competition
you see,
winner.
you see,
I can see City being more
do
of
you
a favorite
believe?
for Champions League. Huh?
Okay, so
I feel
if they're
like
not favorites,
I
who
feel
do you
like
think can beat City?
huh?
If City aren't favorites for Champions League, who would you put ahead of them?
Man,
I
Bayern now.
feel
Bayern
like
still
okay,
there now.
so Bayern are favorites for this season.
Okay,
Bayern are
Yeah,
favorites.
agree.
But
Bayern is crazy,
so I
man.
think for me with City, right, I'm still waiting, right? And I think the dismantling of Bournemouth was a good enough. Like I'm like giving them like probably the same thing Okpe is doing with us now, like week to week, week to week sign on with them. Like I'm still waiting for them. Like okay, I think the last time I said if they lose to Bournemouth or they drop points, I'm my hunch is correct. Right now they play Liverpool. Right, I'm also putting my cards there again. If they beat
So
Liverpool,
you go put your
then
card
I'm
every
like,
game.
every game because I'm not sure of them. Like I'm not sure of them. I also don't think they are. I think whenever Pep figures it out completely, like and you know when he does when he catches a stretch of games, right? Whenever he
Mm,
figures it out completely, then City are favorites for me for anything. Then like it
yeah,
can be champs, it can be Premier League, it can be definitely Carabao Cup because that guy doesn't play with that cup.
he doesn't play
Definitely
with any
doesn't play
cup.
with
Yeah,
that
I
cup.
have Newcastle.
That's just his
Yeah,
rule. He doesn't
so
play with any cup.
I'm just waiting for him to figure it out, right? Like figure out like if he does, right?
No,
But if he
yeah,
doesn't,
I think he will. I
then
think maybe second half of
it's
the season.
a week to week basis for me.
I mean, this is what he does every year now. Like, I mean, except like of course last year was horrible, but generally, the first half of the season, things are still moving around. He's figuring things out. The second half is when it's really clicking.
Figuring it out.
You know, so it's
So
really
that's why
I would say
I'm waiting for that.
his
So
second
last
half of the
season,
season before I can really say okay for sure he's figured it out. I think as of right now.
anyway, you guys.
He's figured it out, but he's still figuring it out. But Haaland is just going to Haaland, and then also the level of keeper that they have in Donnarumma. Ah, man, like that was
I
such a
want
good
to ask
buy.
something though. Forget that last season they had I think the strongest second half of the season. They went on a run last season as well. They
Yeah,
finished
I mean
stronger
that's just
than
it.
both Liverpool and Arsenal.
Every season. That's just how it is every year. The second half is when Pep is like,
If
okay,
you go on,
I figured it out.
if you go
So
on a run this season again. In fact, right now on a run. Right now they are on a run. If you guys actually,
Yeah, but it's low key. That's why I'm doing like week to week buying. Like
why
okay,
why I'm
now
worried. I need them. I need people to put more pressure on them and start calling them favorites because this one they're going under the radar. They're just accumulating wins
that's what I'm
I don't think
saying.
you
They are
need
under
to.
the radar, just
I think
casually
I think Pep's legacy is safe. So there's nothing that he
for
needs to be
sure.
called out for anything. Like
No, I'm not calling
his
him out,
legacy
but
is safe. They don't need to be called anything. When
people
they
are
come
too much.
and when City come, they will come and you will know. You won't need anybody to tell you. They will come. Liverpool fans can always tell you this thing. When they come, and you as an
Yeah.
Arsenal
I
fan
mean, Arsenal
also
Yeah,
fans
know.
know too now
yeah,
from
I
When
know.
they come,
experience.
you won't need anybody to put pressure. You won't need Sky Sports to come and tell you City. You will see them and you will
See
know.
them.
So
Well, I'm just letting you know they're already there, and I think people should start calling them.
I don't think they're already there. I don't
Bro, they
think
are
they're already
winning.
there by any means.
They just beat Bournemouth.
I don't think they are there.
No, they won't. I
Besides,
don't think they win it too. Don't remember, but would they be there in top three? Like,
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
I
With
have no
that,
idea.
besides the
I
fact
don't think
that
top three. I
Arsenal,
think
the
top
only
two.
reason why I'm just giving a small leg now is because
Okay,
yes, it seems like our defense is on a generational thing right now,
See,
with non
defense
conceding goals.
wins.
Like
Defense
against
wins
Slavia Prague, guy,
championships.
so I was actually like the fact that was mad. Like I felt Gabriel's pain when they initially gave that penalty when we're winning 3-0. That is just the big difference that I'm seeing between like Arsenal and Man City right now. But outside of that, City can win the league any year, bro. Those guys they have the top talent. Like, and now that they even have, I mean, before their keeper Ederson was very good. He was even better with his feet. But Donnarumma, I think, is kind of what he lacks in ball play. He gives as an add-on in terms of shot stopping, even though I didn't think Ederson was a bad shot stopper too.
Which
So
I feel like is more
I don't
important,
think
to be
as a
honest.
team, right, right.
quick
So,
point on Donnarumma.
huh?
It's a quick point on Donnarumma. Well, I think we're all of the belief that he's the best keeper in the world.
No,
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 I think
no,
I
Courtois
no.
is
mean,
the
I
best keeper
think
in
Courtois
the
still
Courtois
world.
is
there
the
now.
best
Calm
keeper.
But
down.
he's one of the best.
I mean, yeah, arguable. I'm not saying it's not arguable. It's arguable. But I can't just say
I don't think
confidently
that.
he is.
I think who will win the best keeper in the world is Donnarumma because of his
Yeah,
exploits last season.
yeah.
The
But
award will
before
go,
last,
but like from what we can see,
You
yeah,
it's
can
still
see Courtois is the best
yes.
keeper in the world. Like I'm not even arguing now.
Okay, so the
I
reason
would
why I
say
say that is because I think it's also because Madrid concede a shit ton of chances. I think in
Yeah,
similar
they should.
situations, Donnarumma, okay, what I'll say, I think Donnarumma will make the same saves, but I feel like his aura is not the same as Courtois. And I don't know if he's just vibe aura or if it's because, and I don't know who's taller, but maybe Courtois to me looks a little taller. Another
Think
thing, so,
about it, right? When you
mhm.
score free kicks, eh, your career they change. The reason why Declan Rice
You
scored
want to talk
I
Rise
talk
and
about
those,
Declan Rice.
eh?
those free kicks,
For real,
those free
you
kicks
become a
change
free
that
kick
broke nigga life.
maestro.
I ain't never
After two,
seen
your
free
first two
kick.
free kicks in your life.
Well deserved, though. Those free kicks,
Fair,
especially
fair, fair.
that second one, they just say is a lie. I was watching that match with today in his house. We're not even looking at the team. We're just like, is a lie. Is
Lie.
a lie. And it was even worse than the
Fair,
first
fair.
one. I was like, change that nigga life. That nigga got any award that Declan Rice got from there to
Yeah, from
there.
there,
But we
Sha,
can
it really
all
changed his
That
see
free
it
career.
kick,
though.
that free kick affected his Premier League standing himself.
No,
And he won
Declan
wow.
Rice
two
was
assists,
in
bro.
Ballon d'Or the year
He hasn't
before.
scored free kick again since then.
Declan Rice was
Like,
No,
Ballon
bro.
d'Or.
no. It's not
But
about
Declan
free kick
Rice,
specifically. I'm saying his ball delivery. He drops an assist every week, bro. Have you checked Declan Rice stats this week? This season? Every week, all of our corner they score. Who is this they deliver him? It's Rice
So
and Saka now. This guy
that one don't mean like,
every week.
bro,
Almost
I
every week.
understand
This is
set
a
piece
Zobo.
thing.
This is a Zobo. This is a Zobo.
Not Zobo, bro. Go and check Rice's game. Like, no be
Because
corner with
Now,
this
now
the
stuff.
in the
one that
check,
does the
now in
set
the check.
piece was not an assist every week now.
I mean, he has the highest GA in midfield as a midfield for any midfielder in Premier League this season, Sha. By the way.
Yeah, but that's because hey,
So
what
let's
people what are people doing now?
let's
When
Who
they
has
do
a
this
higher
thing
goal and assist now?
it's him that has the highest now, whether it's corner.
Of
in the
course,
Premier
corner now.
League.
Yes, doesn't matter. He says he has delivered the
I
ball.
mean, no,
What I was
it's
even
good
saying
now.
was
It's
that
good.
Donnarumma, before last season, bro, I knew a lot of PSG fans who did not fuck with that guy because of previous Champions League exploits. How he basically
Mm,
sent them packing multiple times.
yeah, fair, fair, fair,
So,
fair, fair.
because I remember leaving PSG and everything, he was not really
But I feel like
that
when he
loved
first joined
before last
them,
season.
there was some mental things he had to go through. Because he was better when he was in what team was he in before he
In
went to
Milan,
AC Milan, I mean. Yeah, he was better. Then he went to PSG, had a little slump, and then I think mentally he just got back again last season. But
after
I mean,
giving
yeah,
the
Sha, he's settling in well in England, so that was not an issue.
true. But yeah, I think it's time we move on from Manchester City. They are good for sure. But do you guys think Newcastle will have the kind of run that Villa had last season in the Champions League?
I
Because
can
they
see
seem
it.
to be
That
doing
striker that they got is clutch. That watermelon guy.
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. I have to bring it back.
this guy to go and this thing.
Yeah, because it's not this point that you people will go and be peddling rubbish information. Rice doesn't have the most assists. From who?
I say
No,
What
he
most
didn't say assist. He
GA,
said goal, goal and
what
assist.
did you say?
Goal and
goals and
assist.
assists, goals plus
Assist.
assists.
Okay, so let's make the definition where I am. He has the most GA as a what? As a player in the league.
No, he said
Midfielder.
midfielder.
As a midfielder
Okay.
Hey,
in the
now
league.
check that one now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he has 2 goals and 2 assists, right? So
Okay.
he has 4 GA is the highest for a midfielder this season.
According
Check
to
now.
this,
No, it's big chances.
Confirm.
I'm sure it's sure big
yeah.
chances, not GA. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Just
maybe
confirm
Hey,
now.
hey, I just remember something. I remember that last poll. Thank you. Since we are doing corrections, remember that our injury conversation
that what? Which
when
one?
I was telling you that you said out of the big teams, something I thought pretty Arsenal no get the most injuries.
Tottenham and who?
Do you remember that argument we're having about like who had the most injuries in Premier League last season?
Yeah, who
In
had it?
like at what points though?
Yes, where Sam was like out of all the big teams that even
I
Chelsea
said they
have
were
more.
one of the most. Did I say the most or did I say one of the most?
He said that Arsenal are now the most in big teams, that Chelsea even have more than Arsenal. I
Okay,
was like,
so who are they?
Which one is big teams? Don't
well, the
say
only
big
big
teams.
team that have more
Say
than us if you consider
which.
Tottenham a big team.
Okay. Uh-huh. Don't say all the
It
teams.
was Brighton, Tottenham, Tottenham, one small team, then Arsenal. But
Okay.
amongst, I not consider Tottenham a big team, Shaz.
Team will win Europa, they
That,
Champions League
that
with
was
you.
it. It is fair. But before we are, as Sam is looking up the Canary stats,
With the do
I they
reverse
ask chats
verification.
now. Nah, no be this guy, he does a lie.
let,
Chat
No,
does a lie.
ChatGPT get it
Nah,
wrong sometimes.
that in the guy, he get 4 goals, 1 assist. And Grealish to get five
he's in
five
there,
assists.
in there, no be winger. I say midfielder, please. I guess
Okay,
if you're
okay, hold
calling
on.
in there a
I
So
mean,
midfield,
technically, Julius is a midfielder. Are we talking as central midfielders?
central midfielder,
he's
you guys
talking
know what I
central.
mean. I swear you
And
guys
why
know
are
Bro,
what
you
you
know what
making
you
this?
mean. You got to specify.
The bracket don't they get smaller?
guy. I'm talking about people like Zubimendi, Caicedo, Reinders, those kind of people.
And this is why I
Okay,
pick
what you
him.
saying?
I say Enzo Fernandez self they inside that mix. He show me saying a penalty.
Yes, now people.
We don't beef up Enzo start, but
That
we'll
one
put
day
him
your
there.
mind. That one day your mind. That one day your
You know, I
mind.
just be very pedantic right now. You guys know what I mean by midfield.
Look at God.
Yeah, they use big
Bruno
English,
Fernandez get the
pedantic.
same as Declan Rice.
Bruno, they always do things.
Wow. Granny
Bruno,
Xhaka get the same GA as Declan Rice.
Do they have more
Enzo
than him?
Fernandez self get the same GA as Declan
They,
Rice.
they have more than him.
But you said the most. He didn't have the most.
and
But all of them,
all of them
all of
join
those
for the
names that you
most.
mentioned, they take penalties. All of them take
That
penalties.
took him up penalty.
And Declan Rice
Bruno
takes
don't miss
free.
like two
Bruno,
penalties this
I be I
season. Oh,
said
calm
Bruno
down. Bruno don't miss penalty die. So Bruno
take
even supposed to
penalty.
pass out. Bruno don't even talk.
Xhaka don't take penalty.
No worry. But
Now,
see,
okay. Bruno Guimaraes
as
too
long as you
has
don't have more
5.
than him,
We go guys they do fact checking. When person
Now
talk
I
one
dey fact
thing,
check
we
now.
just say, hold on.
The top two central
I love
midfielders
it.
now, Bruno Guimaraes and Declan. Declan get 2 goals, 3 assists. Bruno Guimaraes gets 3 goals, 2 assists.
I
Yes,
I
yes,
think
because
that's
he
in I
knows.
think that's hold on. I think that's overall in the league. Declan Rice doesn't have only has 4 GA. In the league, Declan Rice only has 4 GA. Four. Two
See,
goals,
at the
two
end of the
assists.
day, he's among the highest. He's the highest or not? He's the highest.
Okay, then me, I will put okay now. You see, when I told you that argument that the upside of Rice is not is marginally higher than Enzo Fernandez. Una
Oh
they
my
argue with me.
God.
How many GA does Enzo
I mean,
Fernandez have?
true, sha,
Four.
true, sha,
See,
true, sha.
anyway, me,
I didn't even
I
put him. I didn't even
don't
think of
rate,
him in
I
my
don't
head.
rate Rice.
I
I
didn't
don't
even
rate
think
Rice
of him in
because
my
of
head,
this.
but see him there. The marginal GA for Declan Rice
I
is
dey
like
fact
this
check, I
Enzo
dey fact check.
Fernandez. And
I
so
see
No,
penalty
Bruno
Bruno
no
take
dey count.
Guimaraes.
no penalty. They count now. Count. I know go talk say no they
Okay,
count.
if you know the because the assist from Declan Rice na corner. Is that one?
Now 5, oh.
Is
Now
if
5
you bring penalty,
for
me say go
Declan.
bring corner.
Okay. I drop him. I drop
Now
him.
five for the
Okay.
Okay.
now I'm just confirmed it's five for
No, it's
Declan.
not. Dinandi is using
Okay,
ChatGPT.
hold on.
I'm a stats guy. I'm a stats guy.
I dey
You're
I
open
right.
use
transfer market right
stat
Declan
now.
is 5
news.
overall, but just in prem is
Okay,
just
oh,
4 contributions
maybe
that Declan
unless
has.
Anyway, you guys, it's okay. The main thing is that Rice is the best midfielder.
I highly disagree.
Um,
I violently disagree, vehemently even disagree.
no problem.
Not even in England, self. I know Dasha, but opinion
Scored,
as an
he
Arsenal
scored the
fan,
best keeper
Wait,
in the
opinion.
world on the biggest stage.
Rice?
So
Where
And
did
that is
they?
why the enter ballon they all ranking. I swear that free kick changed that man life.
so
And well
For
so
real,
deserved
I
though.
swear.
The free kick, the second.
so how far Cole
Arsenal
Palmer
they always have
entering
wonderful moments.
FIFA? You guys
You
don't
say
see
what?
anything about that. I say how far Declan Rice. I say Declan Rice. Cole Palmer that entered FIFA World XI. I think that was a
You
little.
people have
Now
problem
because
with it.
I think that was
of
like
what
in our club World Cup they used to do that thing
now
because
World Cup
waiting Cole Palmer be like I mean it's good but best in the world. Where we reach that level now? Well, everything are propaganda. As we push the Rice, this is push Cole Palmer. Even Caicedo now, where did they talk? Caicedo
I know
best.
they push Kopama. Football. Chelsea fans know they push him. Now football they push him. Una they
Chelsea.
watch God work for a leg.
So you know
Because
this.
that boy in his papa life,
They watch
the
the
last
Rice.
Arsenal player to enter fifth pro 11 was Thierry Henry, 2006 at 7. That's the last player to enter fifth pro 11. Me, Jorginho has been in fifth pro 11. Jorginho has been European Player of the Year. Now the
And it talks
match.
no be propaganda.
It's not
Okay.
propaganda. It's not. Football no dey lie. You know they lie.
Yeah.
Your own is Henry. You they use Henry long, long. But don't worry. This year, success is coming to us now. FA
Yeah,
Cup. I
man.
did get that. I
Go
believe in
for
you.
it. Premier League, Champions League.
No, but FA
Anyway,
Cup.
to
Guys,
my
if
earlier
FA Cup will not
question
make
though,
you
do we think
happy,
Newcastle is making like an answer? Bro, let's move on. let's
person
so
will never win
back to Newcastle.
trophy. Don't they do drought?
Man, you fan, them be the police.
I feel
All of
talk.
them, they go, they look your trophy, no be
We don't.
gold, no be silver.
And now,
Which one? Which one did I don't carry now for the past how many years?
if they pay Arsenal players on top the trophy that they win, they go all broke. Their bank account and my bank account go look the same.
Yeah.
In a
See,
way they pay now
um,
for the trophies where you don't win. Now why not broke? Why not they restructure your wages? You gotta talk this thing.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's keep it professional, guys.
let's see. Let's get back on track.
Okay, okay, come back on track.
Is Newcastle getting going far this season in Champions League? I personally have many Premier League teams actually going far from what I've seen so far.
What is going for?
At least like quarterfinals, semifinals, like Aston Villa last season.
Mm, I don't have Newcastle going anywhere, honestly.
Really, they've looked pretty good at
I
least in the
think they
games.
did they do solid in the games they play. I think they will get into, of course, the top eight or top 16. But I think that I watched that Barca game, man, and they looked like they were shocked that people they play ball. Like no set piece. They were not doing any set pieces. They were not doing any. They were not like you could even see it in the way the media and Newcastle media were talking afterwards. Like this is the best thing we've ever seen. And like, oh my god, no, this is Champions League, guy. You are in. You are playing higher quality football here, bro.
Yeah.
And it just looked like it shocked them. Now, don't get me wrong, there are no scrubs, and that they are great, and their style of play will take them far. But far is relative. I see them. I see them first round. If the draw favors them with somebody that is like false, that is a lie, then they might get past that. But I see them first round. Like after group stage, then they're
Hmm.
them.
Okay. So first round for you.
First
I
round for
think
me.
they can do similar to Villarreal, maybe quarterfinals.
I don't think so. I think you people were downplaying how good Emery is as a European manager. I think that guy knows how to mastermind a team. Like he knows how to cook a team. Now I'm not saying like the world is anybody's oyster these days, right? Because we're in a brave new world. So we don't who knows how far Eddie Howe can go. But
Low Keisha, I think I have to believe that Howe has peaked for Newcastle for the ambitions they claim to have.
mhm.
Yeah,
In the league this season, I see how they're struggling. I think it's time to move on if they really want to win the Premier League.
Yeah, I think they're first
I don't
first round
see
for me. That's my
this.
bold prediction.
Yeah, because honestly, that's their Champions League games low key be looking even when they play at home. I mean, I'm just talking off of last season. Like when they beat Go Far, that Barca game, bro. Yeah, I get that they were underdogs, oh, but it seemed like they were scared, and I think they even played at home. Like one of those games was in their home game.
Mhm.
It wasn't even. It didn't look like a competition. It looked like these guys were outplaying them in every facet of the game. So yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, like this guy said, maybe some of all these smaller teams where your quality is just slightly better, but when they start meeting like top quality European competition, anybody that has been in Europe for a while, if they should meet Newcastle, they can flog them. So that's why I don't see them going too far.
I
Not
feel
too
like
far at that group stage.
I feel like if Newcastle Arsenal play right in Champions League, they will see a different Arsenal. Like they will not believe the Arsenal that they have been meeting. Like I think okay, yes, the Arsenal beat them the last game, and but it's close games, right? Close games. I think they will see like that the level, like the ball that they use for this tournament, no be that ball we dey England. It's not different. You will see like why they call it Champions League. Like if Newcastle face Arsenal in Champions League, will just be who. it was the same guys that you see, you will just see something different. There's a very I love the tournament, right? So it's so unforgiving, right? So unforgiving. Like when Chelsea carry world champions crest, go meet Bayern Munich. This just game match week one. You see the way they are moving you around. They move you around. You'll be like, oh, okay, all right. But there are serious things are happening here. Like, and that's just how the tournament is, right? That's just how the tournament is. You
Well,
go
you think that they have experience because they were here not long ago, and they at least after what they experienced, maybe that 1 year in the Champions League might have given them
They didn't
more.
come. They didn't go out of the group stage. They didn't get out of the group stage.
They did it now, but like they still played in the Champions League. So I'm saying maybe they can go one further this time around.
I gave them the one for that out of the group stage.
They,
I
they
gave
played
them
well against Athletic Club though.
huh?
They played well 2-0 against Athletic Club.
Athletic Club is not a good team currently.
First, first. That's
Athletic
true.
Club will lose to Man U. Athletic
Not,
Club
not, not they call man you like
lost
that.
to
If you
Man U
know
last
us,
season.
not they do us like that. We do okay. Man, we know we're
Chelsea
not one
lost
of
to
the
Man
best, but we do okay.
Chelsea
Oh, you
lost.
beat us, but you still there below me. How that one they happen?
Let's
You
season
beat me,
finish
oh,
now.
but you
Let's
still there
season
below me in the
finish.
table.
Let's
How
season
that one they
finish
happen?
now.
You
Now
wanna
only
put
you
a
will
you
play.
wanna put a wager on it?
I never the bet. Even on top when
now.
City
Among
they
you fans,
He said it's against his religion.
Now, do you think Newcastle will go far?
in the champs or in the prem.
Yeah,
Which one?
in the
Champions League or prem?
champs, in the champs,
Champs.
Champions League.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. Just cause, man, Champions League is a whole different ball game, man. Like, of course, I think they will qualify for the next round. But
Yeah,
going far, going okay. What does going far mean? Semi-finals,
quarterfinals, quarterfinals.
quarterfinals. Possible, possible. I think the Prem is just crazy strong, man.
Yeah, okay,
I think there's a possibility.
okay.
Would I say it's a
That's
high chance? I don't know, but I can see it happening. Semi-finals, I don't think so. In the Prem, could they be top four? I see it possibly. Just because I was trying to use this season to see if Chelsea will be my third team in the Premier League, but they're not a serious team. Um, so Arsenal is still going to be my third favorite team in the Premier League.
Dead.
Yeah,
Ah.
yes, now.
no one
Mm,
can beat
I mean,
Man City
you
for
can't take
winning.
out my
So
Manchester
that's
teams
fair.
now. So I need a third team to support. So either way, I must always win a trophy every season. It's
Sam,
only last season
Sam
that
is
I went.
scratching head.
Last season that I went, I not winning any trophy. Last season was my first trophy-less season as a Premier League fan.
But anyway,
Yeah, because you're hacking the system with two teams. You can go
Technically, three
trophyless
teams. If
multiple
Arsenal
times.
won
What you
something,
think
I
of it
would have
now?
won something. But it's okay. But I can't rely
Arsenal,
on
you get
Arsenal.
stocks with Arsenal too.
I said that my third favorite Premier League team.
I think we.
So my first one, of course,
Anyway,
I'll say
though,
1A, 1B,
um,
Man U, Man City.
Castle Spurs, though, who do you think will do better in the champs?
Spurs.
Spurs. That's fair. I think so too.
I think Spurs will
We'll
do
move on, Shadjari. Wait. But yeah, so Arsenal versus these guys,
better. Bayern or Slavia.
Slavia Prague. The fact that I actually forgot their name is crazy. That shows how the game went. For that game specifically, I actually think we had a very
No, I'm
very
okay.
shaky
I'm
first
okay.
first 10 minutes. Ars- Arsenal versus Slavia, but the moment Arsenal scored,
Hmm.
as usual,
Yeah,
it was a non-event from
yeah.
there onwards. I think what I liked most about the game, what I liked most about the game was just how low key it became when we scored our goal. That's really all there is to be said about it. And Merino, of course, looking like the bagsman that is supposed to be not a striker though. A bagsman is they're very different things.
Okay, now.
He always get his goals, but I still need this guy to be back to our team as soon as possible.
Oh,
Gyökeres.
How
yeah.
Also,
long is he out for?
Rice had a very good game.
How long is he out for?
Yeah, I don't think they're sure yet.
I mean, it seems to be something minor. Hopefully, hopefully, yeah. I'm have to sell your cars in a bit.
Yeah, I'm out to say.
But yeah, I think that game, that Slavia Prague game was it was just joyful to watch my team just being in so much control. Even though it's Slavia Prague, obviously you're supposed to beat like a smaller team.
No, it's away from home. It's no, that's Arsenal of old. That could have been a banana skin for us. But yeah, man, I think Rice has been quite immense this season, and I think it has look gone under the radar because of Gabriel's performances and the defense as a whole. But I think he's very vital to that defense actually being pretty good. This guy also played pretty well. Norgard was pretty good as well. Yeah, I think it's nice seeing all these benchers come in and play well for the team. I think that's kind of encouraging. But talking about Arsenal having depth this season, you like to say that depth don't finish, because right now if you get any more injuries, we're looking very bad.
I don't believe that, man.
Okay. I just need these guys to come back. I mean, I saw Jesus training,
As long as Mr.
Harvest coming
Reliable is
back.
there, you guys really
Um,
don't have an issue. The depth is just to push you over the
oh,
line.
Saka. Yeah.
Saka has been okay, but I wouldn't say he's been like balling out as per usual, to
Because
be
he's
honest.
letting other people
Which is a good
have
thing that he's
shine.
not
He's
been playing
just
that
letting
well,
people
but
have shine, bro. That's just what it is. If you really need it, Saka is going to be there. Like, that's just, he's not tripping. It's just like, okay, there's less Wahala that he has to do. And then your defense just being unlocked is crazy, bro. Like, and that's what's really making me take Arsenal more seriously this season. It's just, I've literally heard so many different managers say it in different sports. Defense wins championships. Like, that's just what it is. Like, if you stop people from scoring you, like, worst case scenario, if you can stop everybody from scoring you, the worst scenario is you are getting a draw. And that's still a point.
Fair. I mean, I think my fear though is just
And
that
Arsenal is not even drawing, you're still winning. So,
yeah, my fear
like,
in
bro,
this clean sheet mentality, this
yeah,
clean
like,
sheet is a
this,
good
like,
man.
I can't really see
You do hear me?
how Arsenal doesn't win one trophy this season.
The mute.
Like, if they don't win one, well, at that point, I don't really know what it is. It's like at that point, it's generational curses. Like, that just like for real. Like, you might need to leave your pitch because somebody has buried hyena there and caused you guys for real. That's the only way. Like, bro, you can't keep building the best team that has never won anything. Like, that's crazy.
anyway, but what you say?
Thank God, see, I just did my camera and my didn't know they work as I rejoin. But but what I was just gonna say is that I mean I get it though. Like the defense is honestly the
Now,
most exciting
now leave
thing
me. I
for
know they
the
hear
team.
anything.
Okay, that makes
That's why.
sense.
That's why you were laughing because you were not hearing him tell you to
But yeah, but my
um
thing is like
do him.
Sorry.
we're going on this run. We are saying oh clean sheet. I'm just scared that when we start to actually meet teams, I mean, yeah, we have met a lot of big teams. We met the Atleticos, we met some other big guys, and we kept clean sheets against them. But it's just the players' mentality when you actually meet people that can score you. You know, if you meet the likes of I don't know Mbappe's, the likes of Haaland's, where you know these are top strikers, and regardless of how you hold your clean sheets, there's every possibility that they can just score. And what is now our mentality outside of that? Like are we able to take one or two goals and still be like, fuck it, we're not letting any more in? Or would the pressure done on these guys if it's at such a late stage into competition where it's like they've never like the season had seemed fairly straightforward for them. You know, we enter, we carry our clean sheets, we go away. We enter, we no concede shots, we go away. And then first game, maybe in the first 10 minutes, they pop you one goal. And then you're like, and you're in the semi-finals or some shit, and then you're like, okay, these things are actually pretty serious now. So I'm just curious to see how they like will overcome those kind of challenges because obviously they will still come. They will meet better opposition as they move up. So yeah, that's just it from me.
Beg, I know they hear anything they say, so let me know, I beg. Like, you're
Yeah,
the only one I'm not hearing.
okay, we will find out how they react to this situation maybe later on in the season. But at least so far we've met Man City and Newcastle and they scored us first, Abi. So that is, those games showed me that they have the mentality to be able to react to difficult situations and
No,
come
no,
back,
not for me. Not for me.
come back in a
I
game.
mean, how many goals were you down by?
Not for
I
me.
mean,
Not
City scored us very early on. Newcastle scored us as well
I
with
mean, how
some other.
many? Early on, I don't feel like early on is really coming back now. Early on, you have the whole game. If they score you, if they score you 89th minutes,
Yeah, that's fair. But then again,
that one seems more like okay, will they come back?
no, but
Or
I guess what me I'm saying that be having the mentality of coming back from a difficult game, like when teams score you.
I
I
mean, you
wasn't really
guys have done this. I don't think this is just your first season doing this, bro. Like, I don't
fair.
know. It doesn't look anything different to me. Okay, I don't know. It's only you I can hear. I can hear everybody else except you.
Can you hear me now?
Nah, bro.
Because
It's
I
okay. See,
was
I know
on
they
mute
translate
before,
for me, I
sure.
beg.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
Yeah,
But
but
I think Sam would call. But anyway, my biggest issue with Arsenal is not really an issue. Is the injuries. I don't. I need us to stop having constant injuries. I need us to stop having constant injuries
And
in
that's
terms
where I
of.
think the curse is from. Because every year is injury, bro. Like, I don't think there's any year where you can be like, nah, injuries didn't affect our
23,
season.
24. 23, 24. I don't think we had a pretty good season injury wise.
Yeah.
But
What happened at the end?
we lost to 2 points to City.
But
And we went,
there was a period of time you lost players.
yeah, we lost players, but they came back. But I don't care about short term injury. I'm saying long term injury, like to keep players. I want us to go through this season without
Did you
having.
lose Saliba during that 23-24?
No, that was 22, 23.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about our mentality. I think these guys have shown to have very strong mentality
Yeah, I
so far.
mean, I don't think it's a mentality issue for you guys at this point.
I just need us to sort out our attacker. I don't think our attacker has clicked to the level where I think we can get to.
I mean,
I don't think it's a skill issue. I think our attack needs to click more. Overall, I don't really.
I think
I'm
Odegaard missing might
I'm,
also be affecting it too.
yes, I'm nitpicking for problems. That's how good we are right now. I'm actually struggling to find problems. The
Hey,
biggest
God,
thing to
one
me,
day, oh,
the biggest thing to me is our attack thinking, and also yeah, the injuries. We need to whether it's our training or whatnot because this consistent
no, it's
consistent.
definitely an injury. Is that like I don't think it's training, bro. Before Ateta came, you guys had injury issues.
Yeah, but I'm saying
So it
muscular
has to be your training pitch or there's an evil spirit somewhere. Those are your only two options. Bro, this has been since Wenger's time, bro. Like,
But let's look at now because Gyökeres came into our club without barely having muscular injuries. All of a sudden, he has muscle injuries.
what I'm saying, so it's only two things. Is
Madueke don't get hamstring.
is either
Okay?
I don't think it's your training, bro. Because before them, they were these injuries were still happening. So it's either your training pitch, something's wrong with it. Maybe your physios, you've not changed them. You need to get new physios or sports doctors. You know, maybe a new hell. I don't know how you guys can have good sports doctors with all the money you're making. That's crazy. Um, or it's an evil spirit. Like those are your options.
This guy be
Like
pushing this evil street agenda. Says.
because there's no okay. Give me something reasonable. Like I don't see how. Like bro, you
I
have
think
you have the money to hire the best
wait,
doctors in the world. You
Arsenal
have
Arsenal fans
to hire the best physios in the world. What else can it be?
so it has to be evil spirit. See, guy,
Okay.
I think Ateta trains are very have to have intensity. Have you seen Eze recently, bro? Eze be
Mm.
moving like he has this. He's clearly struggling
But
with
you have
intensity.
enough players to rotate. So like, can it
No,
really be high intensity, nigga? If you can't run this 90
all this
minutes, bench
Arsenal they
them.
play high intensity ball. Oh,
I do get what
nobody
I'm
else.
saying.
but
And
why
now
Madueke?
so he's the only one that had the
Madueke-
highest intensity. So you're telling me now with your chest that Teta is the most intense coach? Is that what it is?
I mean, he has to be high up there. Probably high up there.
I'm not saying he's not high up there, but is he the most intense coach?
It's
I don't know.
probably funny enough. It's probably
Where
like
I can't
Eddie
hear you,
Howe.
so somebody be translating to me what Okpe is saying, please.
It's probably Eddie Howe. It's probably Eddie Howe.
because
Newcastle.
when you look at the way the requirements that strikers have, attacking players have to drop so deep. Like I think Arsenal is one of the few teams that have attackers dropping that deep into the defense constantly, game in, game out, like week in, week out. There's
The way
not
we
so
defend,
many other top teams that do that.
the way we defend as a team, and attack as a team, there's definitely a lot of running that maybe players who come into our club are not used to, or maybe the training because it makes no sense that players will leave their club with clean injury records and come to Arsenal and be injuring every time.
But okay, so you agree with me.
I think it's the training. It has to be. Oh, bad luck. I mean, I thought I said it's bad luck. Yeah, I guess
Luck
I'll go with
is
Gaffer.
bad luck, not evil spirit. Like, what are we saying? It's called the spirit
You
of
people
bad
are making
luck.
Nnamdi's, you people are inadvertently making Nnamdi's point.
like, bro, like, you can't tell me. Okay, so are you telling me Arteta, after all these seasons, he's like, let me keep doing the same thing that's injuring my
So
players.
that's why he's buying many
Now he
players.
has more squad depth. He's rotating the players more.
Yes,
Someone like Saka Chef that didn't get injured for years, right? I understand that one. So you're telling me he's the only one that is completely unique? Like he wasn't going through the same training? Like, bro, I don't believe
I
it,
mean,
bro.
look at his hamstring now. He's
It's
getting
hamstring. It's because it's after years of playing like 90 minutes, 38 games a season, almost 38 games a season, bro. Like,
forget.
that's what will affect you. That one makes that one. See, that one is logical. But you are
It's
bringing
okay.
in
Anyway,
new players. Those
I
it's
same
mean,
okay.
players went through
Arsenal,
his
Arsenal
training and they
don't,
didn't affect.
Arsenal don't. Well, as of last season though, they don't run. They didn't run the most, and I don't think they will run the most this season either. It's not the teams that usually top those things are not. They are not the style of football that Arsenal plays. Like
So what are you trying to say?
that, the
I
running
was.
thing that
I
they are
said.
talking about is
I
not.
said. I said
Not
training.
And so
Maybe.
oh,
if
now
it's not
wait.
training,
As per the training, you are inside. Abi, you said they work. They work for. They work for. Wait till
but
that they call in our
how can
training
it be
stadium.
training and like don't the physios and the doctors see the training? Wouldn't they like say, oh nah, cut down some things? Like don't they like schedule
Who are the
stuff like
stop
that? Are they
stopping?
not part of the team that schedules everything? Like I don't know.
I,
I mean I'm
I mean,
not there, so I can't understand.
I don't think Arsenal would run more than teams that mostly defend because we usually have the ball more. But when we lose the ball, we do press quite
You dey
heavy.
craze. Person don't they press your head before. You know how you go they out of breath. Every time
No,
they come,
Arsenal,
you are moving. You're not just because you are standing and defending doesn't mean you're not really running. You're not really doing
no,
something, bro.
that's what I'm saying. No, they hear me. I said yeah, teams that defend more most of the time. Like
Mm.
the low teams are probably going to run more than like Newcastle probably going to run more than Arsenal for sure because we have the ball
So
most of the time.
exactly. So what are you saying? So you sound
But
to
in
me.
terms of like tracking back, doing all those things, our players actually put in a lot of work.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. Of course. I don't. I'm not saying I don't think you guys cannot be top five in tracking back and doing that. I can see that, but
But anyway,
you'll be top two in injury. Or top three.
No, nothing. I think some of these I've not. There's nothing new or nothing like
Arsenal games are
super.
not interesting, man. They are just winning. It's okay. Let them win. I'm
No,
happy for
I
you.
mean, I think they would like. I think the fans would like that to be uninteresting. I think so.
Of
But
course,
even if
now.
Arsenal had lost the game, I don't think there was anything to really learn from the game too. It's like it
Yeah,
doesn't. They
it
have
happens.
their defense is good, and the Arsenal story is the same, right? The magic of Arsenal isn't till the next half, the second half of the season. So
yeah, after
I mean,
Christmas.
it's not really till the second half of the
there's never
season.
anything new. They've been top of the table, even in
Yeah.
years that um, they don't necessarily have the
Let
better
me shake
squad.
your head.
The only different thing is that this year, for the first time,
You're mute,
not the
okay?
first time, they do seem like they have a lot of like balance in terms of like player, in terms of profiles and in terms of like squad depth. They do look like they have a lot of balance that
Yeah.
should help them later on. But them looking hot in the beginning of the season is like the tale as old
Yeah,
as time.
yeah. Fair.
Wenger days. So
I mean, to be
there's
fair, Sha,
nothing interesting.
this season is going to be crazy. The last time we were on top, like it was like 5 points. Okay, it was 8 points, but still had the game in hand. But
There's nothing interesting. The only thing that is interesting, right, is that I think you are keeping more clean sheets. Okpe made a very good point. The games are going the way you they have been like some other. You've played a lot of good hard games. Not to even
Yeah,
downplay
Arsenal
this.
had the second hardest start to the season.
Yeah, they had a very hard this thing. Let's not downplay that. Chelsea actually had the easiest out of the I think the big teams per se. They had the easiest run of first fixtures and they fumbled that, which is fair, right? Not to say Arsenal haven't played hard games. They have played hard games. I do think that what Pep was saying is that what happens when the scenario is different, right? Okay, you are losing to Newcastle 1-0 or Man City earlier on. The game plan is obvious, right?
Mm-hmm. Attack.
Equalize, win or draw, right? The City one they drew, the Newcastle one they won, right? So equalize, win or draw. What happens when the game state doesn't favor you? What happens when Soboslai scores 75 minutes free kick? What happens then? That's the change of plan. We're drawing now. Like, what happens when the game state is chaotic? What happens when it's not the clean sheet doesn't end? Like you're not keeping the clean sheet. The set piece is not working. What happens then? Those are the
When the
interesting
set
games.
piece is not working, that's what I want to see.
When the set piece is not working, because they use the set pieces to open the game, right?
Yeah.
That's actually how they. It's not necessarily because they use the set pieces to circumvent chance creation. So they will score the first goal from the set piece. Then now the game has opened, right? The game state has opened, right? So what happens when 90 minutes the set piece doesn't happen? Do you finally create like do the magic men, Saka and Trossard, who's kind of on form, funny enough. Like, do the Magic men like kick in and like save the team? Like, what happens when the answer to the question is not straightforward? That's the big question. Like, because that's what happened in the Liverpool game. Like 0-0, Arsenal ole, waiting for set piece. Then they pop you, pop. What do we do now? Like, we don't necessarily.
They
Yeah,
said
like that's why that is the question. Like you score the set piece goal, now the game is open, then you score an open play goal, and even the open play goals are looking like set piece goals, but they are still good open play goals. Like the assist for Merino was top notch. The finish was top notch. I'm not even to get the set piece. You don't just get the set piece by a woof now. You have to play well
Yeah.
and get the thing out of it too. So
Of
I'm
course.
not
Or
downplaying.
you shoot the ball and hope somebody touches so you can go for corner.
Yeah, but they're not doing that. They're actually playing well to try and get the corner. My Arsenal, when I
As
want
far
to
as you
start with
know.
Arsenal, it's not now. It's going to be next when I have time for. I don't have any beef with Arsenal now. Nothing they can do will shock me
I mean,
now, right?
I
They
mean
might even beat
to
Yeah.
what you're
Bayern
saying,
Munich, which is an interesting match to watch. Will be an interesting game to watch. Bayern
Which
Arsenal.
one?
They
Oh
can
yeah.
yeah,
even beat
that
them, but I won't learn anything. But when that winter comes, when the weather is cold and we now go into next year, and then the business end of it, where the teams that want to be serious are now like, all right, then that's when you now actually start questioning the Arsenal. Everything is going
will.
working good for
I mean,
them.
they really do this.
They deserve
This is
everything that
like
they are getting right now,
if you are to
and
write
they're doing
Arsenal's
Barca.
playbook, this I can see this happening. Just their defense being on lock, I'll say is a new on lock like this to this level is just a new storyline that I feel like could be the big difference.
Mhm.
I
But I
agree.
mean, we'll see.
I think what's been happening before, like Arsenal teams of old, like before like Ateta recently, the defense
Mhm.
has been undoing for a while.
Mhm.
But anyway, the last time I talked about was actually okay. First, do you think we're going to break that record?
No,
Actually,
What?
there's 15
absolutely
goals they
not.
said for Chelsea. It was Chelsea's record.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
all in a season.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys are
Yeah,
defensive, but I don't think you're that defensive, man.
and we actually, I mean, at this point when Chelsea did it, it's just a goal difference. Chelsea has conceded 2 goals last
Okay,
3.
fair.
So if
Fair.
anything can, I don't know if they will, but if anything can, I think this Arsenal team can. It would be crazy if they do it. Sha.
I mean, did
Yeah,
Chelsea win the league that season?
they did. Then how
So
will you
you
concede
guys,
50 in the
I
league?
mean, so you guys will probably do the same thing and not win the league.
If there's anything that can do it is Arsenal. Yeah, but you have the record for being the longest on
Arsenal they
top of the
always
table
tell
and not
Arsenal they
winning.
always tell all these stories now.
Arsenal, I think Arsenal has the record for being the longest on spending the most time on the table, top of the table without winning it. Now you have the record for that.
And that's over a long period of time. I'm saying one season, you consider only 15 goals.
Doesn't matter. You guys are the only club that is worse than Arsenal in terms of choking, right? Is Tottenham. That's the only club that's worse than you. You are the number
I
one.
think in terms of people that just below Arsenal, shine being second, I think it's Liverpool. Liverpool will be second too.
They are saying second. I'm talking about choking. Liverpool have 6 Champions Leagues. What are you talking about? How dare you? How dare you? Liverpool have 20 Premier Leagues. What are you talking about? What are
We have
you? Where are
13.
you? Where are you
Premier,
going?
yeah, talking about Premier League
We have
champions.
13 Premier
I don't
Leagues.
have Premier League, Champions League, and you're calling Liverpool.
We have 13 Premier
All
League.
right, I'm going to this where I log off.
13.
You don't they smoke Arsenal, Kana.
No,
I don't this one.
you're talking about being first on top of the league as if we've won it
Okay,
before.
I
We won it
okay.
before that.
I my opinion. I don't think you will get the 15, but
Yeah,
you look prime. You look primed for it right now. But it's
yeah.
a week by week thing.
Anyway, though.
You get a
Well,
red card. You get an early red card against Brighton. Game don't cast. Wait to go
mhm.
happen there.
I mean, yeah, all these questions will be answered as the season goes on. But right now, of course, there's a lot of hope and
I mean,
positivity
there's
amongst
always
the
hope,
Arsenal
man.
Yeah, there's no
Arsenal
true despair without hope.
God, but better to have hope than anyway. We didn't actually touch on Madrid. I don't know if you have time.
We should have done Liverpool Madrid. We can
Yeah,
start with that the
Liverpool
next game though. The next sport.
I mean,
next
Unless
why
you
is
sport.
guys want to
game
talk
go
about.
down,
Yeah,
game go down finish, man.
game
Liverpool
is. I mean, that
Madrid
one
shot,
is not
man.
a complicated.
Premier League, man. That's just what it is. I think
Right now,
with
Premier
that,
League.
yeah, Premier League is just Premier League, man. I mean, Madrid can always do something in latter part of Champions League for sure, but as far as like Baba, who they ball, yeah, it's Prem, man. I think that's just what this whole Champions League format is showing. Like
But
Madrid
see,
and Barca, they really only have their name because, of course, Messi, Ronaldo, but also because they're in La Liga. I don't think they would have nearly the same amount of local trophies if they were in the Prem.
La Liga. I mean, at their pump, I can't really say that because they are dominating Champions League as well. But
Yeah, I was
right
saying
now,
Champions League, but even
yeah,
when Real Madrid are dominating Champions League, they are even dominating La Liga. So
yeah, because Arsenal are pretty strong.
yeah, so I mean, I don't know,
I think
man.
both of them are. I think both teams are suffering right now. They are not. They are not at their level at all. Madrid, they are top of the league, but they really have a lot of holes in their team. They really have a lot of frailties, defensive weaknesses, and midfield weaknesses
Mm,
as well.
I think
Playing
You think
as
Xabi can change things for them?
he can, but right now I think he's still trying to figure out the best way to play because
Yeah.
I see that he keeps making tactical mistakes, like playing Kamavinga on the right wing. That was a weird decision. He struggled there a lot. He didn't even know what to do. He looked hopeless there.
He's
And
trying
also,
to figure
I think
things out now.
he's trying to trying to make players like happy by kind of trying to play them exact maybe where they want. Maybe because Bellingham doesn't want to track back, play him as a 10, trying to force let Mbappe keep going to the left with Vini as well. Vini sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I don't think he has a strong hold of the team yet completely. And also I think he probably doesn't even know what his best tactics is yet. Because yeah, I don't know. They look worse than the table shows in La Liga.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think
fair. But that's what I'm saying is
is
because I feel
exposing
like La Liga is weaker, bro. Like that's just what it
is 100%
is.
is weaker right
Like
now.
if they were in the Prem and they were doing all this shit, they'd probably be eighth behind you.
Crisis,
Like
you get crisis more.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that's just what it is. They
The
get away with
jury
a
is
lot
out.
of things because of their league.
I think the jury is out on Javi. Honest, I think this is a real test of his mettle as a coach, especially like in key, like big games. Really, I know he beat Barcelona, but that's really the only big game he has won so far. And Barcelona
Barcelona
are not
safe,
his
I
right.
beg. Leave them.
Yeah, but
I mean,
besides that, Liverpool, I really can't say much based on this game, but they played very well.
yeah, I think he's going back to the team that won Premier League. I think that's just what he's doing. You know, maybe we just Ekitike up front. That's literally it. And he's sticking with it. And I'm like, bro.
So was right
I don't
before.
think. Yeah, I don't think he knows he has a winning formula. Like I don't think he can really implement what he wanted to do. And he's like, club left me a blueprint. Let me just fall
Go back
back
to
and
it.
follow this blueprint. Like that's just what it is. I think he realized that maybe his blueprints not a work for Prem. So he's going off and it's a great thing that what club did, to like leave your team in a position that another manager can still use your team and win.
No, that's how you leave a
Yeah.
club.
Yeah, but that's
That's
something
how
I
you
would say. That's my only gripe with Sir Ferguson. That nigga left us in shambles, put someone that didn't know what they were doing there. I just said, I'm out, I'm the greatest. and, then, and then left us to suffer for years. But I can't say it's fully just him. The club needed a whole management thing. Long story. Anyhow, Sha, who now they play this weekend?
we're playing Sunderland. I think
Okay, okay,
Arsenal
yeah, yeah,
Sunderland.
yeah. That'd be a good game. That'd be a good game.
Yep, that's the Granit Xhaka derby.
Yeah, that'd be a good game. Let me see who they play. So.
And Man U,
Yeah, we're playing Tottenham at their home.
Man U, yep,
Yeah, that's
that's
a real
another very good
test.
game.
That's a real test.
Yep,
It's
Newcastle
okay,
is
Sha. I mean, I'm not
playing Wolves.
really too pressed. And I think Man U's advantage will really show in the second half of the season. Because all these teams, all of you
City,
are on.
City is playing Liverpool.
Ooh, I want this a
That's the,
good weekend,
that's the
though.
game of the week.
Yeah, this is
Yep,
really a good
yep.
weekend. Who's home?
But City is home.
Okay.
City is
Okay.
home. So we'll see. We'll see. A lot of things can happen this weekend. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Arsenal survives. Whereas maybe hoping for your sake, Man U keeps on the good run.
I mean, if Man U
And
beats Tottenham, then I know we're serious for real. Like, I would change from top 8 to top 6.
yeah, Chelsea's playing Wolves, so they should
Yeah.
win, I think. And hopefully City and Liverpool find a way to both lose for my sake.
Okay.
For Arsenal's sake. But yeah, it was a nice conversation, guys.
Subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe and follow us on our Instagram pages. You will see that at the end of the video.
YouTube, everywhere. TikTok, we did everything.
Instagram, we're everywhere, exactly. So make sure to subscribe for more, football banter and takes, and hopefully and sessions of witchcraft. But
If you think I'm lying, write why. I'll give you a better reason. If you think you have a better reason for it, put it in the comments.
it's actually because that's not no play Club World Cup, so I don't understand. At least Chelsea can claim to be suffering from
Exactly, that's what
Club
I'm
World
saying.
Cup.
So if you have a better reason, put it in the comments. Because you can't
Exactly.
tell me it's training. They've been doing this for years. Their body should be used to it, or they should have figured out to lessen the load. So,
First. All right, Broski.
I don't know, safe man.
Peace.
All day. Woo, yeah.